What's good, football fans? Back at you once again with another video. You know, a few weeks back, I took a look at a player that we picked up in the offseason, safety Jeremy Chinn, a guy that I was expecting a whole lot out of. And this past weekend, Chinn had a pretty good game, his best, I would say, since signing with the Burgundy and Gold. In this past weekend's game, he had 7 tackles, he had 5 assisted tackles, he had 2 tackles for loss, he was targeted 4 times during the game, and he broke up 1 pass. That said, let's just hop right into the film. Now, in this very first play, I love the way that he moves across the defense, reads the quarterback, and then knows where the ball's going and stops it before the guy can gain any yards. The best part about this play, this was 3rd down, and he stopped that guy before he ever got to the first down marker. Yeah, he did need another guy to come up from behind him to kind of end that, although you do see right here that forward progress had already stopped right there. But yeah, one of his guys, actually 2 of his guys, came in and helped an already dead ball situation right there. But he stopped this drive dead in its tracks right here on 3rd down single-handedly, which is something you love to see out of your safety. You love to see this right here. You watch it back from this direction, and you see he had a beat on that tight end from the get-go. You know, the tight end went in motion, he followed, the play started up. He watched the entire thing progress right in front of his eyes. He knew where it was going, made a play on the ball, and yeah, the man was not going to get that first down no matter what. I love his reactionary instincts to where the ball's at, especially when, you know, the other team is running the ball. It seems like he just has a knack for knowing where, you know, where he's heading. I mean, you could tell from the onset that he has already read this play, pretty much knows where the ball's going before it ever gets hiked. Isn't it odd seeing a little teeny back wearing that 26 for New York? It's just odd to me. Again, great reactionary defense on this play right here. He's able to sniff out this play before it happens and get behind the line of scrimmage and make a tackle for loss. You watch it right here in real time. I mean, prototypically, you want your guy to be able to read the field and react in this kind of manner right here. Completely runs past the offensive lineman, who I don't know what he was thinking he was going to do over there. Like Chinn's probably, I don't know, about 4 clicks faster than him. He just right around him, boom, blows that play right on up. This angle really doesn't do it much justice, but here it is right here. As you can see, as soon as the ball carrier gets the ball, the play is pretty much already over from this angle. I don't know about you guys, but I love to see that they've got a guy deployed out there at the safety position that can keep up with opposing tight ends. That's something that a lot of defenses, including Washington's, you know, have struggled for years with, is being able to stop these dynamic tight ends. And I'm not trying to say that New York has the most dynamic tight end, because they really don't, but it's good to be able to see that they have something to combat this position, unlike years before. And this play right here is just a perfect example of the safety getting in between the ball and the quarterback and being able to swat it away and kill this play before it ever happens. He actually plays this ball perfectly. There's not any way he could have played it any better. It really, you can't get a good look at it from this angle right here. You have to look at it from the other angle to really see. And here we are back from that angle, and as you can see, their tight end actually made a decent little move right here, but Jeremy was able to cut back in and get his hand in between the ball and the quarterback. I mean, he made a perfect play on the ball right here. Otherwise, this would have been a catch. His hand hits the ball right as the ball hits the hand of the tight end, and it just comes out. I mean, that's how you want your guy to play the tight end on passes this close right here. Now, he's able to see where this ball goes to and then react to where it would appear like it's heading to, which is to his side of the field. And instead of, you know, heading in one direction, which would be a bad angle, he just stays right where he's at, plays it out, and then darts towards the backfield right here. And yeah, I mean, he's right on top of that running back within a couple of seconds. If you watch it back in real time, you'll see how fast he reacted to this play. He has some pretty good speed on the field. Watching it back from the other angle, I love how this is just one fluid movement. He never really puts a hit on him. He just one fluid movement, and you're tackled. Smooth as silk. And yeah, I think this goes for a loss right here. A loss of at least 1 or 2 right here behind the line of scrimmage. Yep. And I love this kind of play because this is a demoralizing first down play. Like, not only did they not get back to the line of scrimmage, they lost a couple yards, and that is their best player right there that they lost a couple yards with. That's Neighbors. Now, here's an example of a play where he doesn't necessarily make the play, but the play on the ball and the angle he takes into the hole that he goes into actually forces the play back inside and into the open arms of 2 different defenders right here. So you could make an argument that states what he did right here is actually more important, because if he hadn't have done this, the New York running back over there would have been able to shift even further out. I think his name was Tracy. He'd been able to shift out even further and be able to cut across the left side right there, and perhaps may even get into it, get into the end zone there. Maybe, you don't know. But because of Chinn cutting that direction, knowing there were already, some burgundy and gold defenders in the other space, this play right here has nowhere to go. The running back has to cut back inward, and he's got 2 guys to tackle him right there. If you watch it back in real time from the other direction, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. He has nowhere to go once Chinn goes into that hole. Chinn just does a really good job right here of filling that space right there. Like I said, he doesn't get the tackle, but he blows the play up, because otherwise that New York running back could have cut right into that hole that he's standing in. Since he's standing in it, the back has to cut back inward and the play ends. Here's an example right here, some decent open field tackling. The man does get, around him or by him, makes the catch, but he catches back up and helps make the tackle. Now, these next couple plays, the Giants were able to move the ball down the field pretty damn good on, inside the 10-yard line, and actually get a touchdown on this play right here. And if you watch it back, you'll see the tight end blows right past Bobby Wagner right here in the center of the field. And it doesn't really appear like anybody, picked him up at that point. It looks like Chinn saw him, but it was too late. And Quan Martin was paying attention to the other side of the field. So this very well could have been Chinn's fault. So this play does appear to be on Chinn, like he let that man get behind him and make that play right there. So that definitely a negative in a stack of pots. Watching it back from this direction really doesn't give it much justice. You can't, really see what happens until you see an 84 break away with the ball there. Now, while you can't win every situation, you don't like to give them up like that inside the 5-10 yard line and, for a touchdown. This one is sort of similar to Sterling Shepard across the center of the field, and Chinn reacts in time to keep this one from becoming a touchdown and just whacks his ass. Watch that back again, just bow! He spun that man all the way around in a 360. Look at that. I mean, he knocked the crap out of him. Look at that. Bow! Look, guys, I'm not expecting Jeremy Chinn to be a 100% polished product and perfect. But what I am seeing is a guy that's improving, on a defensive unit that's improving, that just added another piece that should make them improve even more. In other words, I like what I'm seeing so far. At the same time, the back end of that defense at the moment is the weak link on this team. I would say up to this point, it's been the corners more than the safeties, but the back end of the defense is where my question marks are at. It's good to see Chinn have the game he had last week, because he went out and had a game last week, against the Giants. He really did. Enough to where I'm going to be keeping an eye on him a lot more in the coming weeks. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments, and if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up before you leave. Y'all take it easy. Peace.